As you improve at living, you actually start feeling worse about how much you have accomplished. It is like your mind is constantly running upgrades in the background, always moving the goalposts of what seems ordinary to you. This is what we call the baseline shift effect, and it explains why you cannot recognize how much distance you have covered. Your mind erases solved problems as if they were never there in the first place. Abilities that once caused you sleepless nights become so effortless that you cannot remember when they felt impossible. Keeping your perspective clear works just like staying physically fit. Skip the routine, and you lose what you built. Keep up the work. Keep up the viewpoint. The technique of focusing on future goals keeps your feet on solid ground. Look back each month, putting today as struggles next to yesterday as wins. Every 3 months, check how your abilities have grown in different areas. Once a year, study your path and see how your progress has built on itself over time. We keep records of everything except the one piece of evidence we really need: proof of our own development. That stops today. The reality is that your standard of normal keeps getting better without any announcement. Every problem you solve, every skill you build, every obstacle you clear becomes just another day for you. What feels like going nowhere is actually moving up all the time. Everyone deals with this same inability to see their growth. You are not the only one who struggles to notice your progress. Chapter 1. The skills you don to know you walk through life carrying abilities you believe you lack. Here's how to test this. Remember the most recent time someone wanted your advice. Did you think you were the right person to help them? Most likely not, yet you probably gave them excellent guidance. This shows how competence builds up invisibly. It is the hidden process where knowledge becomes so much a part of you that you forget you ever had to learn it. You are literally showing others how to do things you believe you cannot do yourself. It is like speaking a language fluently while insisting you hardly know any words. You are having complete conversations while claiming total ignorance. The advice test reveals this immediately. Pay attention to what people seek from you. Friends do not go to random people when they need help with relationships, careers, or technical problems. They go to the person they know can handle it, even when that person, you, cannot see their own ability. Your knowledge has become invisible because it now feels normal. But real expertise never feels like expertise when you are living it. It feels like basic common sense. Think about the questions you can handle today that would have left you completely lost 2 years ago. Look at the problems you now solve without thinking that used to need research, outside help, or serious mental work. This did not happen by chance. This is competence that has built up over time. We will believe restaurant reviews from complete strangers but refuse to trust our own proof about what we can do. Everyone feels like they are pretending, even when they clearly know what they are doing. The feeling of being a fraud hits strongest right when you are actually becoming truly skilled. Chapter 2. The trap of comparing yourself. Here is the hard truth about measuring yourself against others. You are comparing your backstage reality to everyone else's public performance. But here's what you are not seeing. They are doing exactly the same thing with you. The comparison trap cuts both directions. While you think everyone else has life figured out, they are looking at your situation and thinking identical thought. Social media works like a gallery of perfect moments. No one shares their Tuesday afternoon worry or their third try at writing a tough email. You are measuring your first draft against everyone else's polished final version. Looking at the journey instead of just the destination shows you the trick. Everyone else looks further ahead because you only see where they are right now, not the route they traveled to reach that point. You know every mistake and stumble from your own path, but see none of theirs. Here's your evidence. Now picture yourself telling them about how you dealt with your latest difficult situation. They would likely be amazed, writing down what you said, wanting to know more details. That person you believe is so far ahead of you, they are actually picking up lessons from you as well. The truth is that we all measure our inner feelings against what others show on the outside. You experience your worry, uncertainty, and mental fog from within. But all you see from others is their calm appearance on the surface. This builds a false impression that everyone else feels more sure of themselves and knows what they are doing better than you do. We are all moving through life believing that everyone else received some secret guidebook that we missed. The effect of only seeing the best parts hits every single person. You are not the only one who feels left behind. Chapter 3. The proof you are not seeing. Your ability to handle stress has been quietly getting stronger. Situations that used to completely throw off your entire day now feel like small bumps in the road. Your ability to bounce back emotionally happens much faster now. Your mind jumps to solutions quicker than before. This is what we call micro-recovery at work. But you miss it because you focus on whatever new problems show up, not on how much better you handle them. It is like complaining about being stuck in traffic while not noticing you were driving a much nicer car than before. Look back at your most recent major problem. How much time did you need to get back on your feet compared to when similar things happened a year ago? Your ability to bounce back has been growing like a muscle. Slowly, without you noticing, but in ways you can measure. The test of how your stress response has changed shows this hidden strength. Put your reaction to a recent disappointment next to how you handled similar situations before. Look at what is different. You solve problems faster now. You do not imagine the worst-case scenario as much. You get your emotions back under control more quickly. You are dealing with more complicated problems with less emotional drama than you used to need for simple ones. That is not just getting used to things. That is actual improvement. Think about how you respond to criticism today compared to 2 years back. Look at how you handle sudden changes, tough conversations, or when things do not work out the way you want it. Your emotional intelligence has been developing behind the scenes while you were not even watching. We count our daily steps and track our screen time, but we ignore how much better we have gotten at handling our emotions. Everyone's ability to deal with stress is getting better. We just pay attention to new stresses instead of noticing our improved ways of coping. Chapter 4. When your brain erases your wins, success works like an erase button in your mind. The second you solve a problem, your brain acts like that problem was never really hard to begin with. It is as if your mind runs a constant cleaning program, wiping away all evidence of your victories. This explains why your accomplishments feel empty and your challenges feel like they will last forever. Your brain stores away your solutions but keeps your problems front and center in your thoughts. It is like keeping a photo collection that only saves the blurry, bad pictures. All your clear shots, your wins, your breakthrough moments, and the puzzles you figured out get automatically erased. The exercise of looking back at your past challenges shows what you have forgotten. Write down the problems that took up serious mental space for you over the last 2 years. See how many you can barely remember struggling with. See how many have easy answers now. See how many got resolved through abilities you built along the way. The person you were before would be amazed at how easily you handle things that once seemed impossible. But the person you are now brushes these off as no big deal. Think about the learning processes you have mastered. New computer programs that seemed too hard to figure out. Social abilities that felt uncomfortable and awkward. Work challenges that kept you awake at night worrying. Where did those problems go? They got solved. They got forgotten. They got filed away as obviously manageable. We can recall every mistake from 5 years ago, but we forget that we solved 3 big problems just last week. Everyone's brain deletes their wins. This is not because you are not good enough. This is just how human memory operates. Do you feel like you are falling behind in life? You are definitely not the only one feeling this way. But here's what is really true. You are doing much better than you believe you are. Chapter 5. Your world is getting bigger. You are effortlessly handling things that once required you to gather all your courage. Conversations that you used to practice in your head beforehand now flow without any preparation. Choices that used to keep you tossing and turning all night now get made in just a few minutes. Your comfort zone has been growing outward like an explosion happening in slow motion. But this expansion stays hidden from you because what once felt brave now feels ordinary. What you do without thinking today used to be your biggest breakthrough yesterday. Building courage works just like developing calluses on your hands. What once felt rough and painful becomes smooth and effortless. You do not realize how tough you have become until someone else notices you are walking across sharp rocks without any shoes on. The test of comparing your fear responses makes this crystal clear. Think of something you do on a regular basis now that used to make you feel scared or nervous. Speaking in front of people, having hard conversations, making career moves, setting boundaries in relationships. Look at how you shifted from feeling anxious to feeling normal about these things. You have been gathering proof of your own courage without even keeping track of it. Every small brave action built your capacity to handle the next one that came along. Look at the social situations you move through easily now, the work challenges you take on without any second guessing, the personal limits you keep in place without even thinking about it. These things were not always simple for you. They became simple through doing them over and over and slowly expanding what felt comfortable. We will praise other people for being brave while acting like our own courage means nothing at all. Everyone's comfort zone grows bigger over time. We just make our own growth seem normal while we notice when other people have breakthroughs. Chapter 6. Your problems moved up a level. Your problems got a promotion. The issues that keep you awake at night now are much more complex than the ones that used to completely overwhelm you. This does not mean you are failing. This means you are advancing. Problems at a higher level need thinking at a higher level. You have moved up from basic survival mode to fine-tuning and optimization. It is like being upset about college-level math while forgetting that you once had trouble with simple addition. The difficulty went up because your abilities went up first. The exercise of looking at your problem quality shows this forward movement. Put your current worries side by side with the ones you had 2 years ago. See how much more sophisticated they are now. The old you worried about basic competence, whether you could do things at all. The current you worries about mastery, making a real impact, and contributing something meaningful. Your problems changed because you changed. You cannot have advanced problems without having advanced problem-solving abilities first. Think about how complex the decisions you make now really are. Look at the subtle details of the relationships you handle. Consider the strategic thinking you apply when planning for long-term goals. These things were not available to you before because you had not yet built the mental framework needed to support them. We focus on how hard our problems are while ignoring how much more sophisticated they have become. Everyone's problems become more complex as they develop and grow. This shows progression, not going backward. Chapter 7. The momentum you cannot feel. You have forward movement that stays completely invisible to you. Effects that build on each other are working beneath what you can notice day to day. Skills from different areas of your life connect with each other. Habits make each other stronger. Confidence builds more confidence on top of itself. This invisible momentum effect speeds up your progress in ways your daily experience cannot pick up on. Momentum feels slow when you are living it, but it looks obvious when someone else sees it from the outside. It is like watching your own hair grow compared to seeing someone after being apart for 6 months. Progress works like compound interest in your bank account. The effects cannot be seen daily, but they shock you annually, and they completely transform your life over decades. The technique of mapping your trajectory shows this hidden momentum. Draw out your progress across multiple areas of your life at the same time. Look at how they connect to each other. See how getting better in one area made others move faster. Notice the exponential curves hiding inside what felt like steady, straight-line effort. You are not moving forward one step at a time. You are being carried along by all the momentum you have built up. The compound effect of countless small improvements is creating lift that you do not feel happening. Look at how abilities from different parts of your life now help each other out. Communication skills making both relationships and career opportunities better. Emotional control improving the decisions you make. Physical fitness making your mind work more clearly. These are not separate developments happening in isolation. They are connected momentum that builds on itself and creates more momentum. We keep records of everything except the momentum we are creating. Everyone has momentum they cannot see. The compound effect works for every person, even when it stays invisible to them. Chapter 8. The system for seeing your growth. Your ability to judge your own progress needs a complete overhaul. Mental shortcuts and thinking errors are blocking the connection between how much you have actually improved and how much improvement you can see. The proof method fixes these built-in mistakes in how you think. P. Progress documentation. Collecting evidence on a regular schedule from every area of your life. R. Recognition pattern training. Developing the skill to notice signs that you are getting better. O. Objective measurement tools. Ways to assess yourself that resist thinking errors. O. Outcome comparison techniques. Accurate methods for looking at before and after results. F. Future-focused calibration. Keeping a realistic view of where you are headed. Trying to assess yourself without a system is like trying to navigate without any instruments. You will lose your way even when you are moving in the right direction. You start putting this into action with weekly progress documentation. Gather evidence from areas like competence, confidence, comfort zone, problem solving, and relationships. Look back monthly to recognize patterns. Compare results every 3 months for objective measurement. This framework changes self-evaluation from making random guesses to analyzing actual data. Your progress becomes impossible to deny when you document it the right way. Write down specific examples of how you handle stress better now. Keep records of times when you showed competence without planning for it. Make notes about how your comfort zone boundaries have moved outward. Keep track of how your problem solving has become more sophisticated. Measure momentum signs across different connected areas of your life. We will trust our GPS over our gut feeling about directions, but we will not trust evidence over our emotions. Everyone needs a system for recognizing their progress. Emotions are unreliable guides for every single person. Chapter 9. Keeping your vision sharp. The future version of yourself is depending on the current version of you to see clearly. The recognition abilities you have built need steady use to fight against your brain, this natural tendency to forget progress. Long-term self-assessment needs intentional systems, not just random moments of insight. Integrating progress tracking becomes your mental correction tool. It works like prescription glasses for how you see yourself. Keeping your perspective clear works just like staying physically fit. Stop doing the work, and you lose what you built. Keep up the discipline. Keep up the viewpoint. The technique of focusing on future goals keeps your feet planted in reality. Monthly reviews where you put current challenges next to past wins. Every 3 months, check how your skills have developed across different areas. Once a year, analyze your path and see how your progress has built on itself over time. Your growth story deserves to be recorded accurately. You are living proof that steady effort creates progress you can measure, even when your daily experience tells you otherwise. The evidence has been there all along. You just needed the right system to see it clearly. You are performing better than you believe, and now you have the proof to back it up. Make this practice something you will not negotiate away. Your future self will be grateful that you kept a clear view of your progress. The person you are becoming deserves to see the journey with clarity, not through the twisted lens of daily frustration and comparing yourself to others. We will take better care of our cars than we do our self-perception, but that stops today. Every person needs ongoing recognition of their progress. It is a lifelong practice that completely changes how you experience growing and improving. The journey of self-improvement is paradoxical. The better you become, the less capable you feel. This is not a flaw in your character, but a feature of human psychology. Your brain constantly recalibrates what feels normal, making yesterday, its breakthroughs today, its baseline. The solution lies in building systems that capture and honor your progress before your mind erases it. Start documenting your growth today, because the person you re-becoming deserves to see the full scope of their transformation. Remember that everyone around you is fighting the same invisible battle against their own baseline shift. The colleague who seems so confident, the friend who appears to have it all figured out, they too struggle to recognize their own progress. This shared human experience should bring comfort, not competition. Your growth is real, measurable, and worthy of celebration, even when it feels ordinary to you. Trust the process, trust the evidence, and most importantly, trust yourself. The skills you have developed, the wisdom you have gained, and the resilience you have built are not accidents. They are the result of countless small decisions to keep going when things felt difficult. Every challenge you overcame, every fear you faced, every problem you solved has contributed to the person you are today. Your future self will look back at this moment and see it as another stepping stone in your ongoing transformation. The progress you make tomorrow will feel as natural and effortless as the abilities that once seemed impossible to you. This is not settling for mediocrity. This is the beautiful reality of human adaptation and growth. Embrace the paradox, document the journey, and celebrate the extraordinary person you are becoming, one invisible improvement at a time. Try the advice test. What do people come to you for help with? Share below. You might be surprised by your own expertise. If you found this video useful, please like it and subscribe to the channel. There are more videos on this channel that will help you become a better version of yourself.